All right, the 2024 Lexus TX, the Lexus Texas. No, I'm just joking. It is the TX. We have here the 350 trim level, the 500H, and the 550H Plus. These are your three kind of powertrain trim levels, if you will. And I have to say, it's an interesting looking vehicle. It is based upon that Grand Highlander, of course. I like the side profile and I really like the rear end as well, but the front is kind of weird. It has like these minivan vibes, but I guess that's kind of what this is. I mean, it's almost like a lifted up minivan. You can sort of think about it in that way, because the main thing is this is a useful SUV product, okay? So you actually have a useful third row that is supposed to fit adults. And when you have the third row up, you can actually fit things in the back. You still have a useful trunk. So this is not a compromised three-row product, okay? You don't have to jump up to a Suburban or a Ford Expedition anymore and get that appalling fuel economy. No, you can purchase something like this or the Grand Highlander as well, and you're getting a properly useful vehicle without it being a minivan, because I get it, a lot of people hate minivans in the United States, myself included. The thing has no swag. You know, this is a Lexus, it's prestigious, it has value. And when you get it in the right trim levels, like the luxury models, I love the wheels that come with the luxury trim levels. But enough about the cosmetics, you can make up your own mind about that. Let's go into some of the details here. As I mentioned before, you got the spacious third row with 20.1 cubic feet of cargo space behind the third row. Once again, that is huge. And you have two electrified powertrain options. You have a plug-in hybrid combined with a V6 engine. I feel like this could be almost the same type of setup that we saw with the RX 450h, the previous generation. If you remember that, it was like a hybrid with the naturally aspirated V6. This is now a plug-in hybrid with the V6. I think that's pretty cool. And you also have the high performance version, a 2.4 liter turbocharged hybrid, and it's also going to be available exclusively as an F Sport Performance. You know, performance, I'm sure, is not going to be on the bleeding edge or anything, right? This is most likely just going to be a pleasant driving experience, something that's most importantly not going to break your back. And that's all I want out of a vehicle like this. This will also be the first Lexus to be assembled in the Indiana Toyota Motor Manufacturing Plant. Standard Lexus Safety System 3.0 Plus and the excellent 14-inch touchscreen, that's also going to be standard. And the screen is going to come with standard wireless Apple CarPlay and also Android Auto. Like we saw with the GX, this TX is going to be available with a 21 speaker Mark Levinson surround sound system, and I definitely do recommend getting the ML audio system. It's one of the best in the business. Heads-up display is going to be available to you, and you're also going to get a 12.3-inch gauge cluster screen as well. You can get captain's chairs in the second row if you want to, or you can get a 60/40 split folding bench seat as well. They made it easy to access the third row, which is nice because the third row is actually useful now, so you want it to be easily accessible. But once you fold down that third row, you do get up to 57.4 cubic feet of space. And if you want to go even further and fold down the second row, you get 97 cubic feet of cargo capacity. That is nuts. I mean, it's literally a minivan, just lifted up slightly. So now you can take out a large family, go on a long trip, right? You know, parents, grandparents, children, grandchildren, everyone together, pack them into this vehicle, take all of their things. And it's not a Suburban, it's not an Expedition, it's not getting appalling fuel economy. You know, this is a great package for most families. It is sitting upon that GAK platform, you know, shared with that Grand Highlander. They have made sure to improve the NVH and increase the rigidity of this chassis, and alongside that they have introduced a new rear multi-link rear suspension. As mentioned before, you have kind of three powertrain trim levels. You got the base TX 350, which is going to come with that 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, putting out 275 horsepower and 317 pounds-feet of torque made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Base models can come with front-wheel drive, or you can of course upgrade to the all-wheel drive as well. And the estimated combined MPG is around 21. And that's fine, but I just hope that Lexus actually put in the proper amount of sound deadening materials with these 4-cylinder engines, because that's the only gripe I have with these powertrains. You know, like a lot of car companies use 4-cylinder engines, 6-cylinder engines with turbos. You know, all the European vehicles do that, and that's fine. They're hyper smooth though. That's the difference. Whereas with the Toyota Lexus products, they make such a racket. Their 4-cylinder engines in particular, I wish they would just quiet that down and reduce some of the vibrations as well. The turbo 4-cylinders, definitely a lot better than their naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engines, but you know, regardless, even the turbo 4 can be improved. You step up one level to the TX 500H, and that's going to come with the Direct 4 all-wheel drive with a 6-speed automatic transmission, and you get the 2.4 liter turbo engine mated to that hybrid battery pack, and that's going to be producing 366 horsepower and 409 pounds-feet of torque. Gets 24 mpg combined. And you go all the way to the top, you get that TX 550H Plus, the plug-in hybrid with the 3.5 liter V6 engine. That's actually going to have a CVT transmission and a Direct 4 all-wheel drive as well, with 406 horsepower. And now you get a combined EPA estimate of 30 mpg with 33 miles of pure EV range, which is amazing. This is a massive vehicle, by the way. It's about 203 inches long total, so could pose a problem fitting this inside of a garage. And that's a look at the 2024 TX. I hope that this will be readily available to families, because this looks like a great product. I hope people can actually put this thing on their driveway and not have to play with a lot of dealer games and markups and things of that nature, but sadly, that's most likely going to be the reality. I did, however, partner with AutoCompanion, a broker in the Washington, D.C. area. He is partnered with one of the largest Lexus dealerships in the country, and I'm sure you can talk to him and he can help you to get an allocation for either this new TX or the new GX, and of course the current vehicles that are available for sale, like the GX 460 with the V8 engine. He is offering 10% off MSRP on those vehicles and up to 8% off MSRP on certain turbocharged RXs as well as NXs. So if you want to take advantage of those amazing deals and discounts, I will have my affiliate link in the description box below. You have to use my affiliate link, fill out that application so AutoCompanion knows that you came through one of my videos, because there is a broker fee, and if you want a discounted broker fee of $3.99, you have to use my affiliate link in the description box. Again, he's located in DC, so you either have to pick up the vehicle or you will have to ship it to your address, which obviously that's a cost that you have to partake in, but I don't think most people will mind, since you are gaining access to some very desirable Lexus products, some at some very high discounts. I mean, 10% off on a GX 460 V8 model, that's literally $6,000 to $7,000 off of MSRP. Like, no dealership is touching that. So if you want to work with them, his information will be down below. And if you want to support me personally, you can purchase some of my new merchandise, the hats, the t-shirts, hoodies, things of that nature. I partnered with a new fulfillment company, so they actually have some quality merchandise. So if you want to take advantage of that, I'll have that listed below as well. But thanks again for watching. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts in the comment section. My next video will be on the end screen here. Click on it and I will see you there.